Alright, chat, we are live. Okay. Here we go, chat. Alright. This is something I didn't want to have to fucking do, because I didn't really want to do. I mean, like, I wanted to talk about it, but I just couldn't really be asked to talk about it. I was just kind of hoping it would just blow over, but it's just a game. It's just stupid drama thing, whatever the fuck this is. It's just getting worse. It's just, you know, getting completely out of hand. It's just stupid, really. So, if you're not aware, let's just say, a certain YouTuber made a video going after Nick-K30 because he didn't respond correctly in the most appropriate way to his donations, okay? To his donations, right? He donated to Nick-K30 a few times asking him to do some challenges. Nick-K30 responded really weirdly, and I do agree he was a bit weird the way he responded to it. Then bro goes to make a video saying Nick-K30 scammed me. Fort scammer, which he didn't scam because that's not the definition of scamming at all. He doesn't have to actually necessarily do what you're telling him to do in donation. It's rude to ignore donations, yes, but he's not like, he doesn't have to actually do what someone's donation told him because you're the one who donated at the end of the day. You didn't have to donate, so he doesn't have to actually do what you tell him to donate. Okay, at the end of the day, so if he doesn't do what you want him to do in donations, that's not necessarily scamming. Okay, right? So, you know. And you could say maybe he had to donate something multiple times to get the same point across. So that's kind of like, you know, him having to donate loads of money. But that's still, at the end of the day, that's still he's the one doing it. Nick-K30 is not the one making him spend that money. He's still spending that money himself. Right, so so basically, if you see, let's get this video on the screen here. I've already seen one of the videos because I saw Mr. JY react to it. I think it was yesterday. I saw Mr. JY react to this. So I'm not gonna watch. There's two videos, right? I'm not gonna watch both of them because I've already watched one of them. In fact, I literally watched one of them. Yeah, it was on Jay's stream, by the way. I don't know if anyone was watching. Yeah, Jay's stream yesterday. Jay reacted to both of them. Well, he reacted to one of them because I think the second one. Yeah, the second one wasn't out. Sorry. So he reacted to the it was the short one here. So you see the 5-minute one here. This is the one he reacted to. I've not watched all of it myself, but I watched it through Jay's stream, so I know what happened in that video. So we're not going to pay attention to this video, right? See how like the amount of views he gets on these videos compared to these videos? Like, it's, you know, Nick-K30 is not wrong, bro. This guy, I do think this guy did it for views. Maybe he'll change my mind in this video, but from the initial thoughts of this video, it looked like he just did it for views. Okay? But anyway, I'm just going to say right now, if you do want to go check this guy's channel out, his channel's right here. I'm going to put a link to his channel into the description after the stream, and I'll put the video link to the video here. So I'm actually going to quickly. What I'm gonna do actually real quick. If you want to go check this video, if you want to check this video out, right? I'll copy the link and I'll put it in the chat right now. If you want to go check this out for yourself, Chip, welcome to the stream. Okay, if you want to go check this video out for yourself, chat, I'll put the link to this video in the description as well. I might put it in the description. I don't know. Actually, no, I'll put it in the. I'll just put it in the chat for now. Okay. Himself said he doesn't care about the views in the first video. Yeah, he said he doesn't care about it, but that's what anyone's going to say. People are going to say that to defend themselves. Just because he said it doesn't make it true. He's obviously going to say it. He's not going to say he did it for the views. But he's not going to say that because he wants to appear, you know, he doesn't want to appear like he's doing it for views because like he doesn't want to expose himself like that. He's obviously going to say that. Just because he said that doesn't make it true. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Just Welcome Dreams. Anyway, we're going to watch this video here, and we're going to like pause it, break it down, and basically start that.
Right, so if you didn't know already, I made a video exposing Nick-K30 for his weird behaviour with his viewers, and he actually responded on stream earlier. I was out with my girlfriend, and then I got a bunch of notifications saying Nick-K30 said your name, Nick-K30 responded, so I went to have a look, and everything he said was just lies and just really weird, to be honest. So what we're going to do is take a look at that video. I'm going to debunk everything he said. Let's get into it. It was on this live stream here. You can go watch it for yourself if you don't believe me, but yeah.
That guy at the donation?
So he's talking about me.
Like, bro's demanding challenges. Like,
I wasn't.
Okay, look, I will give him the benefit of the doubt this time. He wasn't demanding challenges. Jay said this, and I think I saw a little bit of his reaction video where he's breaking this down before I started this, right? Nick goes through a lot of stress. He has so much to do, so maybe he was just having he could have just been going through a bad day. He's got so much to do. That's why, from his opinion, he might have just thought that he was demanding. I will give this guy the benefit of the doubt this time. He was not demanding. He was just politely asking. I will say that. Like, that's fair. That's, you know, I'd say that's a point for him. I think that is fair. He didn't demand. He was just asking.
Demanding challenges. I asked him politely if I could get a challenge, and he literally said if I give him the challenge, he would say it. for my video. So I don't know where that came from. I wasn't demanding anything. I was being nothing but polite. And if he didn't want to give me one, he could have just said, "Nah, I'm sorry, man. I don't do that sort of stuff." But he literally said he would. So it's just weird behaviour. I don't understand it. So he's talking about me here.
Look at this.
1 second, chat. Fuck's sake, I hate this so much. Where's my webcam, bro? Why is it? No, my webcam's below. I need to put my webcam. Okay, wait a second, chat. Why is my? Wait a second. Bear with me a second. Alright, 1 second, chat. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just start from the beginning, right?
Right, so if you didn't know already, I made a video exposing Nick830 for his weird behaviour with his viewers, and he actually responded on stream earlier. I was out with my girlfriend, and then I got a bunch of notifications saying, Nick830 said your name, Nick830 responded, so I went to have a look, and everything he said was just lies, and just really weird, to be honest. So what we're going to do is take a look at that video. I'm going to debunk everything he said. Let's get into it. It was on this live stream here. You can go watch it for yourself if you don't believe me, but yeah.
That guy at the donation.
So he's talking about me.
Like, bro's demanding challenges. Like,
I wasn't.
He's not. This is like what I will give him this. So he wasn't demanding. He was just asking. Again, Nick could have just been having a bad day, or goes through a lot of stress as a content creator. So obviously, going through content creator stress is nowhere near a 9 to 5, right? I want to clarify that. But obviously, there is still stress stuff that comes through being a content creator. So maybe he was just having a bad day, and he interpreted it from his opinion as if it was him demanding. It might look like that to him, but he wasn't demanding. He was just asking nicely. So that is fair for him. I wouldn't. See, that's I'll give him that. To be fair, he didn't demand. He was pretty polite when he said it. So yeah.
Demanding challenges. I asked him politely if I could get a challenge, and he literally said if I give him the challenge, he would say it for my video. So I don't know where that came from. I wasn't demanding anything. I was being nothing but polite. And if he didn't want to give me one, he could have just said, "Nah, I'm sorry, man. I don't do that sort of stuff." But he literally said he would. So it's just weird behaviour. I don't understand it. So he's talking about me here.
look at this. Look at this. I got something to say about this. All right, you guys want to know why people do these videos?
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Tell me.
I'll show you right now.
Oh no.
Look, I'm gonna show you all you need to know about how scummy people are. Okay?
I'm scummy. Okay.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. You are scummy. You are.
Let's see.
For this, to be fair.
1.3K views.
Look at the title, Fort Scammer, and the actual title, which you can see here. This is the actual video. Nick830 scammed me. He didn't scam you, bro. Okay, he didn't scam you. You donated a few times, and he responded to it weirdly. Yes, that's true. Okay, and he could just respond to it normally, but you go as far as saying he scammed you. He didn't scam you. You donated that money off your own free will. You chose to donate that to him because he didn't correctly respond to those donations. You had to donate multiple times. That does not mean he scammed you. At the end of the day, you're the one donating. You're with the power. You don't have to donate. You're choosing to donate. Okay, if you're using multiple donations and multiple chunks of money to have to donate to him, you're still the one choosing to do that. No one's making you do that. You can't say he's scamming you. You're the one donating to him. You don't have to donate to him. You're choosing to donate to him. Yes, you didn't respond to it the best way, and I do think he was a bit weird in the way he responded to it. I don't know why he responded in such a weird way, but to go out of your way to say he scammed you, you clearly did that for a dramatic title and clickbait title and thumbnail to get more views and attention. So, I've seen this part of the video where he says he's going to say, "Oh, I didn't expect this video to blow up." That's a complete lie. You know you did. You did this for views, right? I do agree with some of the points he makes in this video here, but there's no denying he did intend for this video to blow up, and he knew what he was doing when he made this video.
3K views, 8K views, 3K views, 106,000 views.
Yeah, no, that video, I did not expect it to do that.
You did. Yeah, you did. You did. Don't lie. You did. That's just a lie. You did. You knew exactly what you were doing, going after a massive Fortnite creator, one of the top creators, by claiming they're a scammer and doing a insane clickbait title and thumbnail. It's obvious that video was going to blow up. You already have 11,000 subscribers and have a few thousand views each video, so when you make a video going after a big creator with a really clickbaity title and thumbnail, of course that video is going to blow up. There's no way you didn't anticipate and think that video would blow up. You knew that video would blow up. You just thought, because why else would you put in the title and the thumbnail something that didn't happen to boost the audience, to boost the viewership on it? You wouldn't have put that in the title and thumbnail if you weren't trying to make it blow up. You would have put a more accurate title and thumbnail, because he didn't scam you. Scamming, that's not what he did. Is not scamming. That's not scamming. That's just a clickbait title and thumbnail to boost the views on it. So you clearly did it in the intention, knowing the views would be pretty high on it. That's just I mean, anyone can see that. That's just obvious that's why you did that. That you did that.
That well, and I think the reason it did so well is because people do have issues with Nick. They find his behaviour on stream really weird.
No, they don't. Like, this is not part of like a bigger issue where he's like this all the time. He's not like this all the time. He's, you know, this is like an isolated incident. One thing that happened to happen to you, and you're trying to make it look like it's a bigger issue, and you're trying to make it sound a lot deeper than it actually is. It's just ridiculous.
It's not just the donation thing, it's a bunch of other things. His interactions with his viewers are just strange. The way he treats his viewers, the way he acts is just not...
Show some proof of that. Where is the proof of anything you're suggesting? When has he had all these interactions where he's weird with his viewers, where he's interacted, he's acted weird on stream? Show the proof of some of these claims you're making. You're saying all these claims. Where's the proof of it? If you're going to make such wild claims of someone, show evidence of that. I don't hope he does show evidence of that in this video, because if not, you can't just make wild claims like that and not show evidence of it. Okay, and if he tries to pull up the, he bans people, because I know he said this in his live video, he's had a habit of banning people for, like, ruining his customs. Do you know how much effort goes into customs? How getting those roleplays and getting them set up, and how much effort goes into making those things? So when someone griefs it, yeah, it's pretty annoying. Okay? It's pretty fucking annoying. Putting all that effort into, you know, making a roleplay for it to get completely griefed. He has every right to want to ban people from his who ruin his customs, because they take so much effort and work. And I feel like a lot of people don't realise how much effort and work goes into those. I'm just going to clarify if he's going to bring that up as one of the reasons or not. You know, the fact, and Nick30, you know, it's been weird because that's something he said in his last video, and that's just a dumb point to bring up, because custom games are just hard to pull off and they're hard to sort out. You know, role plays, so when they get ruined, it's pretty annoying. So he has every right to want to ban people from his customs for doing that.
Normal, and I think that's why a lot of people watched the video and actually responded very well to it. I think by saying I've only done this for views is just a lie.
No, it's not a lie, it's the truth. You did do it for views. Maybe you did it to somewhat get your point across, but you did do it for views as well, and you can't lie about that. Okay, I can maybe say, you know, maybe he did it to get his point across, I guess. But you can't deny the fact he definitely knew this video was going to blow up, and he definitely did do it for views, in the sense that he made his title and thumbnail really clickbaity. Why would he have done that if he didn't intend for the video to blow up, and he didn't want the video to, he didn't do it for views? And why else would he do a thumbnail and title tactic that's literally to boost the viewership on the video? You're doing a title and thumbnail that's designed to boost the viewership on the video and make it really clickbaity to boost the viewership on the video. So how come you're saying you didn't do it for views? It's pretty obvious you did that for views. It's so clear that you did that for views. Yeah, you might be trying to get your point across as well, but you can't deny the fact that you knew that video would blow up and you knew what you were doing when you made that title and thumbnail.
Very happy with my life. I don't care about the views. I've been editing since I don't even know when. I just like making videos, and when the situation happened, I felt I had to make a video to warn parents.
Okay, this is the part where I literally am like, bro, he's stretching this so deep right now, man. Like, he's to warn parents. Bro, this is not part of this is not like some sort of conspiracy, like this is not part of some bigger thing. Right? This is just one isolated incident that happened with you. That's it. There's no bigger grand scheme of things that you need to warn. Oh my god, I need to warn parents. I need to warn. This is a big issue that's growing. I need to warn society. I need to warn parents about this. No, this is not a big thing. This is just something that happened with you. Okay? Nick30 doesn't act weird. He's not weird. He's a nice streamer who puts effort into making family-friendly content for his viewers to enjoy. That's what he is. And occasionally he might slip up from time to time. No content creator is perfect. You can't expect one content creator to be on their A game all the time. Now that's not an excuse for what he did. Yes, I know that's not an excuse for what he did, but not all creators are going to slip up sometimes. They're going to have some bad moments, right? But he's not like this all the time. Like, he's trying to make it look like there's a grand scheme of things. There's something bigger to this. It's just an isolated incident that happened with you. There's no more deepness to it, okay? That's literally it.
Who let their kids donate to this guy and how their kids could be treated. Because the way...
Do kids even donate to Nick30? Like, kids don't even, I swear, And kids don't even have jobs. I swear you're not even allowed to get a job until like you're like around 15, 16. So kids won't even donate to Nikkei 30 unless they're using their parents' money. Do kids even donate to Nikkei 30? Is it even kids who donate to Nikkei 30? Because kids can't even really donate. Kids don't even have money. So it can't be kids donating unless they're using their parents' money, I guess, but I don't know.
The way he reacted was so strange.
So I don't think it even is kids who donate to Nikkei 30. If it is, I'll accept I'm wrong, but I don't think it is. But.
And I was being nothing but polite, so I can't imagine what he would say to a kid asking the same question who wouldn't be able to write in a professional manner like I did. So let's keep watching.
On this video right here, you see that? And that's, I can guarantee you, bro donated like $10. I can guarantee you he made 100 times that amount with it.
I didn't make any money off the video. I made 0. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so that's a lie. I didn't do it for the money. I make no money from it.
Yeah, but you could still like use the fact that he still wanted that video probably got his monetized because you have to get to a certain number of watch hours before you can get monetized on YouTube. That definitely boosted up his watch times, getting close to the YouTube partner goal of monetization. You have to receive 3,000 hours of watch time before you can become a YouTube partner and get monetized. And there's like a bar across that shows 3,000 how much you are close to 3,000 before you can get monetized and start becoming a YouTube partner. I bet you that video got him hella close to it. That video really helped him out. I guarantee you. And look, he's got some. There are good sides. There are good things on both sides. I think he's got a few good points as to things that Nikkei 30's done that are quite bad on his. But I think a lot of things that he's done is also bad. I think there are good and bad parts for both people on both sides. I personally am more leaning towards being on Nikkei 30's side with this than I am him, but he still has some good points. I want to clarify that. I'm not completely against this guy. I think this guy has some good points. Galaxy, welcome to the stream. Basically, this guy made a couple of videos, basically where he made a video saying Nikkei 30 scammed me because he basically was a small content creator who basically wanted Nikkei 30 to give him a challenge. He donated saying, can you give me a challenge? Nikkei 30 said, yeah, if you donated again, not if you donated again, sorry, if you just said a challenge, right? And then he donated again, saying the challenge. Nikkei 30 didn't respond to it. Like he reacted really weird towards the donation, didn't respond to one of the donations, stuff like that. But he kept donating a few times. They ended up getting banned from donating. And then this guy makes a video on the whole situation, saying Nikkei 30 scammed me and everything like that. He didn't scam him. He just responded to his donations. Not that great. Plus, at the end of the day, YouTubers don't have to respond to donations. Like, yes, it's rude not to, but because if he's not obligated to have to do what those donations tell him to, right? Yeah. Like, if someone donates to you and says to do something, you don't have to do it. Yeah, it's kind of rude to ignore donations, right? He didn't ignore it. At least he ignored one of them, but he did respond to the first one, right? And, you know, it's not that, but that's not scamming, though, is it? Not responding to donations properly, and not responding to what you want him to do properly. That's, and being slightly a bit weird about it. That's not scamming. That's not what scamming is. Because I swear people hate to just hate. This guy, I don't, look. When it comes to this guy, I don't think this guy did it just say. I do think he wanted to talk about his situation a little bit, and he could have still made this exact same video, but just not with the clickbait title and the thumbnail. He could have actually addressed what and made the thumbnail title relate to more to what actually happened. And he says that he didn't do this video for views and everything like that, when he clearly made this video for views, because he did it partly because he wanted to shine light on the situation, but partly because of views. And there's no denying that, because he literally does the most clickbait ass title and thumbnail ever by saying Fort Scammer and literally saying Nikkei 30 scammed me when he didn't do that. So you made the title and thumbnail insanely clickbaity compared to what actually happened. So, but you say you didn't do it for views. You did a clickbait title and thumbnail which is designed to boost the video's engagement a lot more and get it to more people to get more views. Because it's something that didn't actually happen and more exaggerated than something that actually happened. So you clearly did do it for views. You might have done it to get your point across as well, but there's no denying that he wanted to get views. Right?
I actually am down $15 from when I made this video because I donated to him, made the video, and I don't get revenue from YouTube. Simple as that.
This video right here. Bro's going on like it's about the money. Bro was just a rude, toxic, hateful individual, bro. Like, he was so passive-aggressive in his comment.
I'm not a rude, toxic, hateful individual like
Okay,
Nick
that
is
way,
saying.
this way I would say Nick30 has gone a little bit stretched. He's not a toxic, horrible guy. Like, he was just being polite in his donations, and maybe Nick30, from Nick30's perspective, it looks like it didn't come across as he was being nice in his donations. He was, right? I would give him that.
I am. He doesn't know anything about me. He's clearly only watched that video of mine and come to that judgment. But if you watch that video, I'm very polite and I just lay out the facts. I'm not really being aggressive towards Nick in any sense. I'm just saying, look, his behaviour is weird and I don't want kids to be donating to someone like this because they may look up to him as an idol and then he's going to treat them like that. I just thought it was really weird.
Okay, I want to also again say that this is literally a situation that just happened to him. He's claiming that Nick has like a past of just being weird to his viewers and just like the way he treats his viewers and stuff and the way he acts. He says he has a part. He's acting as if he does this all the time. He has a past of doing it, but he's not showing any proof of that. Like, where's all this proof of all these claims that you're making about him, saying how he's had a history of doing this? Can you provide with some clips, some context, proving that he actually has been like this in the past? Because you're saying he's like this in the past. He's just weird with viewers. He's just weird in general. He acts really weird and so like that. Can you show some context and some evidence of that, please? Because you haven't shown any of that.
Weird, so I made a video on it. Also, my messages weren't passive aggressive. I just realised he said that. The messages were so polite, so I don't know how he expects you to donate to him. I mean, I guess I could have donated. You're the best ever person in the world. Can I get a challenge? But I was nothing but polite. I was like, hey Nick, I'm a big fan. Could I get a challenge? He agreed to give me a challenge as long as I told him what challenge, and then he flat out ignored the donation. So, and then he went on to have a go at me. So I don't know what that is all about, but yeah.
Never respond to you, and I will never unblock you. I hope you know that.
You are responding to me. I hope you're aware of that. By addressing this on stream, you are literally responding to my video. You're talking about my video and you're not really giving your perspective of the situation. You're just kind of hating and getting all aggressive and angry. So I don't know what that is about, Mr. Positivity himself, but let's carry on.
Because you are just a rude, spiteful individual. And not only that, you weren't looking for content from me, bro. You were looking at me.
I was looking for content, so I wasn't looking for video ideas. I didn't want Nick. I think a lot of people misunderstood, and he understood what I meant. I wasn't looking for video ideas. I was working on a video where I get challenges off of big Fortnite streamers. So I donate and say, could you give me a challenge? And then it's so easy to come up with a challenge.
Okay, I thought he generally was just trying to get a video idea. So he was just trying to go to creators, particularly to creators, to get the video ideas. So that's why I didn't understand at first. I did think he was just trying to get general video ideas, but it looks like he was trying to get it from the creators himself. The idea for the video was to get challenges from creators himself. Okay, that's fair.
I'm watching this video, could think of a Fortnite challenge and say it in 2 seconds. So I was just going to do that and then do the challenges for a video. I've got it in my notes with the dates of when I came up with the idea. I wasn't trying to look for some sort of beef or negativity in any sort. I just thought Nick was a nice guy and he'd give me a challenge because he likes helping out small creators. So yeah.
Make something like this, I could tell with your donations and the way that you were antagonizing me with that.
I wasn't antagonizing you with my donations whatsoever. I was being nothing but polite. If anything, I probably came across like one of my donations didn't antagonize him whatsoever. I was being polite and I just came across as a fan. That was literally it. So yeah, and as far as he knows, I could have been a kid. His audience is mainly kids, and kids start YouTube channels. A lot of people are saying, oh well, you have to be 13 to start a YouTube channel. We know everyone on YouTube lies about their age when it comes to creating their channels. He knows I could have fully well been a kid asking for a Fortnite challenge to make my silly little YouTube video that would get 10 views. So I found it just really weird the way he responded.
Okay, and I think the views speak for themselves. Oh, look at this. Not a single video over 10K views here, and then you do a video on me over 100,000 views.
I don't upload on YouTube much. You can see here, 11 months ago, I uploaded about 5 videos. Then 3 months later, I made a video, and now 7 months later, I've started uploading again. I do it for fun. I don't do it for the views. I don't do it for anything like that. I like making videos. I like making thumbnails because everyone in my family, we can watch them together and just like have a laugh or whatever. I don't do YouTube for the views. I do it because it's something I've enjoyed for my whole life. I've been doing it since like 2016. I was making Agario videos. So he doesn't know anything about me as a person, and he's just kind of saying things to trick his audience into thinking I'm this evil person who's doing everything for views and money. When
he's not trying to trick his audience. It's just you understand. I think he's just not interpreted it properly. He's just interpreted it from his perspective. He's just completely misunderstood you, and he's saying that to his viewers. He's not trying to actually turn his viewers against you. He just interpreted it as you were being hostile and aggressive in your donations, right? And you obviously weren't, but that's how it proceeded. That's how it came across to him. That's all. He's just got the wrong end of the stick. That's all it is. He's not trying to turn his audience against you.
The case.
You cloud chaser, and you made way more than $10. So go show that.
Clout chaser, I'm not a clout chaser. I barely even upload on YouTube. I don't care about the views. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but I don't care. I don't even have an Instagram link to my account or a Twitter or anything like that. I didn't promote my supporter creator code in that video or my last 3 videos. I don't care about the money that comes from doing YouTube. And may I just say again, I'm not monetized. None of these videos on screen made money, especially in the Nick-A30 one. It made no money whatsoever. Some of my videos even use copyrighted songs, so even if I was monetized, I wouldn't make money. So he's just trying to make it seem like I'm this guy who's greedy, trying to get views and money, but that's not my character whatsoever. I'm actually really happy with my life. I've got a beautiful girlfriend, a car, a roof over my head, a nice computer. I've got everything I need. So no, I wasn't clout chasing or anything like that.
That's your committee. Go show your ad revenue on that.
Oh, what, you want me to show my ad revenue? Okay, I will show you guys the video analytics to prove that I made no money. As you can see, there is no revenue here because I'm not monetized. It's literally just views. I couldn't care less, to be honest. I'm glad it did as well as it did because people can see what Nick is actually really like. A lot of
okay, that's one thing I just want to say again. This is not what he's really like. It's one incident that happened to you. Okay, this is not part of some bigger thing where he's actually like this consistently. He's not. This happened. I've watched Nick-A30 loads of times. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all social media all the time. So when dramas about credits happen, right? Okay, when dramas about credits happen, I'm always on point. I always find out really quickly. And I've never seen anything else come out about. I've never seen something come out about Nick-A30 before on this scale where he's been like this weird. Okay, this is just an isolated incident that happened to you. It's not part of a grander scheme of things that he does consistently. This is just a one-time thing that happened to you specifically. Alright, this is not something that happens to loads of people that donate to him. This is not something that you need to warn parents about. And this is not like some bigger thing. It's just an isolated incident. It's just one thing. It just happened to happen to you, and he probably had. I think, from my perspective, I think he just was having a bad day. If I'm being honest with you, because I've never seen him like this any other time. I generally think he was just having a bad day, and you happened to donate to him, and he wasn't having a good day or something like that, and then then he responded to it in a really weird way, and the way he approached this donation and he approached the situation was just really, really weird. Okay, but apart from you, particularly, bro. I haven't seen him be like in this weird way to anybody else or to any other time. Okay, like the only time he ever gets hostile about stuff is when people like grief and ruin his customs because they take so much time and effort and it's frustrating. Okay, but he's not got a history of being weird towards people who donate to him. He doesn't have a history of doing that. You're trying to make it look like it's a bigger grand scheme of things, but it isn't. It's just something that happened to you, bro, and just you. This hasn't happened to loads of people. It's happened to you. Mate, like,
donate to him and they don't have a platform to share their experiences on. Not to mention, when I did upload the video, there has been quite a few children, obviously children, in the comments saying, I've donated to Nick and he did this and he ignored this and blah blah blah. And obviously these kids can't make a YouTube video like I did and showcase their experiences. I just think it's very distasteful, that's all. I've also had people in the comments saying, I commented in Nick's chat just asking for an opinion on the video I made, and they got banned from the chat for simply just asking a question. And he has his chat on members only mode, so these people have paid money to be able to chat, and then he's just straight up banning them if they mention anything he doesn't like.
Okay, but can you but you can't make all these accusations and not like, thing is, he's saying that, but can you provide evidence of that? Show some of the comments of your video of people saying things like that. Like, and those people who are claiming those things, how do you know they're even telling the fucking truth? They could just be trying to jump on this train of trying to get Nick-A30 cancelled. How do you know any of these people are telling the truth? Like, seriously though, chat. Am I wrong? Like, he's saying all these things and these claims, but he's not showing any proof of any of these. You can't just say shit and not show proof. You're saying all these viewers, he's had a past of doing this, and all these other viewers have been banned for just saying nice things. Show the proof of those things happening. Like, for example, you said one of these viewers got banned just for asking something. Show proof of that. When did that happen? Did he actually do that? And can those viewers who said those things in the comment section, even if you show those comments, how do you know those people are even telling the truth? A lot of people just want to get people cancelled nowadays. It's just in the internet, in the world we live in right now, a lot of people are just trying to get people cancelled. How do you know any of those people in those comment sections are telling the truth? And if they are telling the truth, can you show some of those comments from that video? Or am I going to have to actually click on the video and go through those comments and find them myself? Because, like, he's not showing any proof of all these claims he's making against Nick-A30. All these claims he's making of all these people, saying that all these people have come out and said these things about Nick-A30, the boss. Show proof of that. He's not showing any proof. If he was show, I'd be glad to see some of the proof, but he's not showing anything. He's not showing any proof here.
So it's a lot of censorship that I see going on here. But yeah, let's carry on.
Little scummy person, bro. Such a scumbag.
Whoa!
Make me look bad because the guy's being...
I'm not trying to make you look bad. If anything, I told all the people that saw that video, don't go send hate to Nick. Wait for his perspective of the situation, because it could simply just be a misunderstanding, but it came off as very weird. If you go on my channel, if you go on the comments of the video, or simply just go on my channel, you can say, I put a post up here saying, I just want to come on here and say my recent video isn't for money or views. This is before he said this. Me and my girlfriend just thought Nick was really rude and it felt very shady, therefore I wanted to make a video on it. I never expected it to do as well as it did. Yes, there are some issues with the video that I could have articulated my points better, but the point still stands. So,
I mean, the parts of the video that you could have done better, I would have been on this guy's side a lot more if he just, the way he went about it, because he's saying he's not doing it for views, but then you did such a you did such a clickbaity title and thumbnail that clearly boosted the views on the video. Like, you said he scammed you. He didn't scam you. Like, you're saying you didn't do it for views, and I want to believe you, but I have a hard time believing you when I'm looking at the title and the thumbnail of the video saying that he scammed you with that dramatic ass thumbnail of him saying of the word scammer and everything like that. Like, he didn't. That's not scamming you, man. Like, I have a hard time believing. I want to believe that you didn't do it for views, but I can't. It's a hard time believing you when your title and thumbnail are so clickbaity. And look, like, they're just designed to boost the video's views because they're so clickbaity compared to what actually happened in the video. So that's why I'm having such a hard time believing that this guy didn't do it for views.
yeah, I could have articulated my points better. There are a few things that people got confused about in the video. A lot of the comments from people who didn't agree with the video were basically saying, Nick doesn't have to come up with ideas for you, but that wasn't what it was. I simply wanted Nick to tell me a challenge, and he agreed to do that, and then he just didn't do it after I donated more and more. So that was what really happened. I wasn't trying to get ideas off of him. I also want to clarify, I do not want to take Nick down or see the fall of Nick A30. Yeah, no, I don't agree with like hating on people, going to their streams and leaving nasty messages and things like that. It was more of a discussion, and I just thought I want to put this out here so people can see what he can actually be like, because I just found it really weird. Like, and I think a lot of you who watched it found it really weird the way he just couldn't just say a challenge in it would take about 5 seconds, but instead he went.
Yeah, I've said this a few times. I have given that point. I think he was really weird in the way he handled his donation and the way he handled this. But I just like the reason why I'm not really liking this guy too much, just because of the fact that the way he clickbaited his thumbnail and title. Like, title and thumbnail, you go to the chat, that's not, it's a big, I know it's just a title and thumbnail, but that is like the biggest part of a video. The main thing that makes people click on your video is the thumbnail and title. The thumbnail and title is what you gotta nail, right? You could have the best video in the world, but your thumbnail and title, if your thumbnail and title were not good, people are just not going to click on it. The thing that attracts, what attracts a person to a video, to your video, is the thumbnail and the title. If you can hook that person, that audience, on that title and grab their eye, grab their attention by that title and that thumbnail, and they're like, and make that video title pop to the point where someone sees it and goes, "Ooh, I want to watch that." Like, that's the whole point of the title and thumbnail. You want to pop that thumbnail and title, make it good, make the title and thumbnail connect well together. You know, and that's what this guy did. He did a really good thumbnail and title that's really, like, it's clickbaity, but it's really designed well because he's got a name of a massive creator and saying that he's a scammer. That's a massive claim from a big creator. He's got a dramatic title and thumbnail, and that boosted his views on the video.
Second rant about me just donating. So yeah, I do enjoy his content, and I hope there is some reason for why he acted like this towards me. I do enjoy this.
I'm sure there probably is. I'm going to say, honestly, I just think he was having a bad day. When it's Nick A30, I feel like, compared to most streamers, he goes through a lot of stuff. You know, he streams hours and hours and hours on end every day. He edits his own videos. He goes through, he's a busy man. He goes through a lot of shit. He probably just had a bad day. If I had to guess, I'd probably say he probably just had a bad day, but I honestly don't know.
Content. I don't watch a lot of Nick A30, I never have, but I watched videos that he's been in, and I've always known who he is. I've always known who Nick is. I knew him from when Ninja eliminated him in Season 3 of Fortnite, so I have known about Nick for a while, and I've gone through phases of watching some of his videos. So I also want to clarify, I'm just a 19-year-old who enjoys making Fortnite videos. I don't enjoy drama or anything like that, so I hope this can all just be settled in a peaceful and easy way. Yeah, I just wanted it to be sorted out. I thought Nick could just comment, "Oh well, yeah, this was a misunderstanding, I'm sorry that it came off like that," or whatever, and I'll do better next time or something. But now he's responded getting really angry and just being flat out rude for no reason. I've been respectful to him, I'd say so myself at least. I also know what Nick did is not the worst thing in the world, but to me it was still really scummy. He doesn't deserve any hate though. Yeah, no, he doesn't deserve hate. They should look at his streams and go, is something going on here or not?
No, but at the same time, bro, like, you understand, it's just the thumbnail and title, how you execute the thumbnail and title with the scammer, saying he's a scammer shit, it's just not true.
You know, why is he treating his viewers like that when they donate money to him? And yeah, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it just came off as really scammy. Like, you're telling someone you'll do something for them, and the only way for them to tell you what challenge they want you to say is to donate more, and then you just don't do it.
You didn't have to donate more. He didn't say that. You didn't have to donate. You're trying to say the only way for him to tell him again is to donate more. You didn't have to donate more. You didn't have to donate more. You chose to donate. Like, you're choosing to do these donations. You're not having to do them.
And ignore it. So yeah, thanks for all the support, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below. So yeah, I'm just trying to understand everyone's perspective of this, and everyone seems to be on the same side that I am, that it is just really weird the way he acted, and he made such a big deal out of nothing. So let's carry on.
Scummy person, bro. Such a scumbag. They try to make me look bad because the guy's being rude, asking for donations, and like, or not asking for. He's being rude, asking for a challenge for his video, and I'm like, bro, I owe you nothing, man.
You don't owe me anything, right? But when I donate and I ask you for a challenge, and then you say, yeah, no, tell me what challenge, and I'll say it for your video if that's what you want, and then I donate more, then you do kind of owe me you saying the challenge. You can't just ignore it because you decided you don't want to do it and not say anything. You don't need to be so weird about it, is all I'm saying.
And if you want to
I mean, at the end of the day, if he doesn't want to respond, he shouldn't ignore an explanation. If he says he's going to do it, he should do it. But he doesn't, and he should ignore it. But he doesn't have to do it, and he can ignore it if he wants to. Yeah, it's a rude thing to do, but he doesn't necessarily have to. I might have, from what I saw the video, I don't, like, he just said, yeah, if you give me a challenge, he'll do it. He never specified you have to donate again. Like, yeah, probably donating again is probably the only way he will see your message, but he might get lucky and he'll see it in a chat. But the way he says it, he doesn't actually specifically say, I don't think, that you had to donate again in order to tell him the challenge. You could have just said it in the chat. Because, like, obviously it's a members-only chat, and you could have just said it in the chat again if you wanted to tell him again, but you chose to donate it again to tell him again. So you didn't. So he's not making you donate multiple times to do it. You could have just said it in the chat. Yeah, the chances of him seeing in chat is a little bit less likely than if you just donated again. But he's still, like, as far as I'm aware, I do not remember him saying you donate again and tell me the challenge. He just said tell me the challenge.
Will more than happily give you a challenge if you have an idea, okay? And
I gave you an idea. I gave you 2 ideas: shotgun only and 1 chest challenge. I said it on like 3 of the donations, so I don't know what you're on about.
I might have missed it. I might have missed it in his second donation.
You didn't miss my second donation, and that's where a lot of people went wrong as well. He did ignore the second donation. So if we go on my video, when he like got really angry at me, he acknowledged there were 3 donations, and he replied to all of them. So he's just lying. You can go through that stream yourself. He didn't read the second donation, but he did know about it. He just decided not to read it.
I said that already 3 times.
3 times, yeah. You didn't. So yeah.
But then for him to be all rude, and you know what I mean? Oh my god, it just triggers me so much. It's like this guy's given to like a person on the street, and he's like, dance for me. Because I'm giving you money, I'm entitled for you to dance for me. Dance for me.
It's not like that whatsoever. I donated, I asked politely. If you said no, I would have just left it. I'm not entitled just because I donated money for you to do anything for me. But you agreed to do something for me, and then you just ignored it. And my main point was, like, imagine a kid, because you've got a mainly child audience, donating, and then you agreeing to do something.
Again, I don't even think there are really kids that donate to him, because kids, end of the day chat, kids, you can't even get a job until like a certain age. So kids don't even have money. How are kids donate? Kids don't donate to Nick A30. Kids don't have money though. Kids can't be donating to him. They only, like, can they really? People who donate to him and send him members are probably, like, you know, teenagers or adults and stuff. There can't be kids sending him donations. Kids don't have money. It's not like he might have a child audience, yeah, but in terms of people who donate to him, I doubt it's mainly kids because kids don't have money. Okay, unless they're using their parents' money, which I don't think parents would want their own kids spending their money on streamers. So, like, you know, kids can't be the majority of people that donate to him.
For them, and then you just ignoring them. They've now spent what is $15, a lot of money to a kid, for you just to give them a lecture and have a go at them. So yeah, I also wasn't rude in the donations, and you have Streamlabs, you can see the donations. I can't see previous.
I guess maybe like, you know, kids, you know, might get like pocket change, or they might get like, you know, allowance. Is that, you know, allowance and stuff, and like, you know, birthday money and shit, and maybe that's the time. But those are just rare occurrences, and he gets donations all the time. So I don't think the majority of people that donate to him are kids. But I don't know. At this point,
Nations, you could have just brought them up on stream, but you know that would ruin your point because I was nothing but polite to you.
E-bag, bro. I don't know you nothing, and I'm not asking you to donate, and I'm not asking you for a challenge idea. You're the one asking me, bro.
I wasn't asking you for a challenge idea, and you knew that as well. You knew that I just wanted you to say a challenge for me so I could use it in a video, and you knew it could be anything, and you asked me to give you a challenge to say, and I gave you a challenge to say, and you decided not to do it. I also wasn't rude in the donations. I don't know how many times I have to say that. You can drag them on screen.
Like, what a scumbag, bro. Asking you to donate, and I'm...
And also, you have a mainly child audience. I've said that multiple times now. I feel like a broken record. But when you put a donation link in the bio of your stream, you're not asking people to donate, but you're kind of saying, yeah, look, my donations are here if you want to donate, you know? You're not asking for them, yeah, but you are kind of putting them out there. You know, they pop up in your chat. Oh, if you'd like to donate at this link, or whatever. So you wouldn't have set up a donation link if you didn't want donations, right?
For a challenge idea, you're the one asking me, bro. Like, what a scumbag, bro. He's just making it seem like I scam my viewers because he's the one donating to me asking for a challenge, bro. Of course I'm gonna block him because he's a douchebag.
I wasn't a douchebag in the donations whatsoever. I was nothing but polite to you. You ignored my donations after saying you'd do it, and you're just lying to your viewers. And I feel like you've done this on stream so your viewers don't look at you differently. They just assume I'm this money-hungry, clout-hungry douchebag. But no, and your use of language here is just really, like, strange for someone who's so positive. You know, I thought someone like Nick30 would reply in a more professional manner.
I do give him that. I think Nick30 is being a lot too hostile, and I think Nick30 should have done a bit more research into looking into. He's a scammer. No, he's not a scammer. He's not a scammer. There's pros and cons for both people, both sides. I do think Nick was being quite a bit hostile here in the way he was speaking, a bit aggressive. I think he should have done a little bit more analysis, a bit more research. But then from that video, from this video, I feel like he's a lot better a video than the video he made previously. Because in this video, he's explaining a lot more of his side. From this video, he doesn't really get much from this video in terms of, you know, what the interpretation of how this guy's perspective. But like, you get a lot more of this guy's perspective in this video than you did in that video. But this video was very clickbaity and, you know, he's saying that he's scamming when he's not scamming. He doesn't have, like you said, that he doesn't have to do what you're telling him to do. He's not obliged to have to do it. Okay, so that's not. So even if he's ignoring your donations and you've seen him ignoring them and he said he would do something, but then he's changed his mind. That's not scamming because you're the one donating today. You don't have to donate, and that's just a fact, right? So like, he's not scamming. That's not what scamming is.
An idiot.
I do think he's being a bit. Like, he is being unprofessional here. You can't lie. He's being a bit rude and a bit unprofessional here, like being this hostile about it when he doesn't know much about this guy. I think like you shouldn't be this hostile and rude when you don't know the guy very well. I think you should do a bit more research on him before you say it outburst a bit like this.
I think gets me more mad than that. Like, these guys just use my name, slander me. They have ads on their video, and bro probably.
There is no ads on my video, and you know that because you clicked on it. There's no adverts on that video whatsoever because guess what? I'm not monetized, so.
They made like $2,000, $3,000, $5,000.
Right, first of all, I'm not monetized, so I made no money off of it. Second of all, I don't think 100,000 views would get you, what, $5,000? That's absurd.
It wouldn't, to be fair. I don't think you made.
Bro's going on about $10 like he cares. Bro, you're literally just using my name.
I do care about $10 because I'm not as fortunate as you, Nick. A lot of your viewers aren't as fortunate as you. You've got a Ferrari or whatever car you've got. $10 is a lot to some people. It's not too much to me, but still, to your child audience, $10, $15 is probably a lot of money to have as a kid.
And of course that video gets views.
Well, the reason the video got views is because a lot of people agree. The like to dislike ratio is...
Yeah, a lot of people might agree, and that might be a huge reason, but I'll be honest with you, the main reason, I feel like this guy doesn't, I mean, I know he does understand, but like, I think, but like, I think this guy needs to realize that the main reason the video did do so well was because of the thumbnail and the title. You're making a dramatic claim about a massive creator in a thumbnail and title. Obviously, people are going to click on that. You know, Nick30, the family friendly, the king of Fortnite, is apparently a scammer according to this thumbnail and title. Surely of course people are going to click on that. A lot of people who click on that video did not probably know about your whole situation before they clicked on it.
Is actually really good on it. A lot of people actually agree with my points, and you know, to just pass it off as like I'm using your name, I'm slandering you, is just lies, because all I've done is show evidence on the screen of what you did.
Is Jay streaming right now? I think Jay's streaming right now. I want to see if he wants to talk about it, actually. I want to see if Jay wants to talk about it, because he can't play Fortnite, at least I don't think, at the moment. So I want to see if he wants to talk about it.
Hello, Mass Shadow. Yo, how's it going? Welcome in. How's your days been? I don't know when the last time I streamed. About 3 days ago. How has it all been? Actually, did I stream yesterday, actually? When did I stream? No idea. You want to talk? Talk about what? Octane. What's with the face?
The red
What's
face.
with the face? Mortal wants to talk about Nick30 drama. Is he not still watching the video? Scooby-Dooby-Doo! How's it going? I'm talking about the Nick stuff on my stream now.
Why is...
To be honest, it's just been feeling like a normal Tuesday. Yeah.
Is it
I wouldn't
Tuesday
get
today?
more excited. It's just another day.
Is it
It's
Tuesday
just
today?
another day.
It is Tuesday
Perhaps-
today.
Happy New Year's Eve, or Happy New Year, again.
And people are resonating.
Happy New Year's Day where you are. So, Happy New Year. 2025, hey? How's it been? Oh my god, can I get some Scooby snacks? Okay, bro. I just watched the newest video and I agree with you. Thanks. Appreciate it. Obviously, take your own opinions if you want to. I'm not here to lead anyone astray. If that's your opinion, your prerogative. It's fine. But thank you. Appreciate it. Are you good and Happy New Year? Stay safe. How?
Alright, so let's watch this video.
With it. People actually agree with it, and you can't just pass off what it's got 9,000 likes. You can't just pass off 9,000 people's view on the situation because you don't agree.
That man, I hate that. And then everyone's like, yeah, ever since he got his icon skin, Nick changed. No, bro, I'm just being honest, okay? If anything, I'm more honest since I got my icon skin, and I'm just...
Right, bro, give it a rest, man. It's a skin in Fortnite. I don't know why he speaks like he's 15 years old. He's 29, but yeah.
just telling you the truth, and I give my valid opinion on people, and I don't hold back.
Your opinion is valid, man. No one said it's not. You're allowed to say what you want. No one's ever said you can't, so... You're just kind of going on a tangent here about nothing. You do care though. You do care because you've just gone on for about 10 minutes about my video, and then you've somehow started going off at your viewers who think you've changed a little bit because they can see it as well.
I mean, whether you have 1 million subscribers, 10 million, or 1,000, bro, I'll give my honest opinion on you. And
Well, that's just a lie because Cypher PK actually did a video similar to the one that I was planning to do. All Cypher had to do was type in Nick's chat, and Nick gave him a challenge, and I'll show it right now. So look, I let Fortnite YouTubers control my tournament, so...
In the solo cash cup, and I need one challenge for my first game.
okay, okay. Cypher, because we never back down, never give up. My challenge is to do a skybase and never back down. All right.
So Cypher's got 10 million subscribers, so you can obviously just come up with a challenge on the top of your head that's been done before. So I don't want you to say you don't treat your viewers differently, because I'm not sure if you and Cypher are genuine friends in real life or if you're just online friends or whatever. But you know, if you could do it so easily for him, why can't you do it if someone donates? Especially when you tell them you will do it. So yeah.
I don't like that person. Guy's a d-bag.
All he's done is call me a scumbag, a d-bag.
I think look, I could agree with this guy on some parts. I think Nick has just taken us way too far in a sense where he's like calling him a scumbag and saying all these things when he doesn't know much about him. This is the problem when you sell these accusations about someone when you don't know much about them. Like, I will admit this guy's brought me a little bit more to his side with this video. I'll say that. But I still don't agree with the fact that he called him a scammer in the title and the thumbnail. I still think that was really, I think Nick30's reacted a bit scummy towards him, but I think he's also reacted scummy towards Nick30. I think there's pros and cons for both sides.
clout chaser. He hasn't actually provided his perspective or any reason why the video was wrong. He's just basically said he did it for views, but you haven't actually debunked anything that was said in the video. You've just made me out to be someone I'm not. So,
Little scumbag, bro.
oh, yep, nice.
Anyway, let's go do this challenge.
I feel like if you didn't agree with what I said in the video, you kind of just laugh it off and be like, what is that about? You'd be a little bit annoyed if you thought whatever, but you've just got really, really defensive and angry as if you've just been caught out. But I don't know.
Like, listen, bro, before you guys watch that, because I know you guys are, just know, in that video, he probably made, let's say, $5,000, okay?
Why he's getting so protective of his chat? Like, what? Because you scam me for $15, it's fine because
He didn't scam you for $15, man. Like, you donated one thing to him. You donated one thing to him, you don't donate to him, right? And he's saying, give a challenge, something like that. Ask for a challenge politely, right? And then he said, oh yeah, ask what tell me what the challenge is, even though you said it in the first donation. And you say, you know, give him a challenge, give me a challenge, and he'll say it to you, right? And then you donated to him again, and he didn't read that donation or something, right? Okay, but you didn't have to tell him again. All those other times you told him through other donations, you didn't have to do that. You could have just said it in the chat. You chose to keep donating to him again. He didn't tell you to donate to him again and say the challenge. Like, donate to him again and say the challenge. He just told you to say the challenge. Give him the challenge. You didn't have to say it through donations multiple times again. Like, you didn't have to do that. So he didn't scam you out of $15, mate.
Made $5,000 from that video. You know that video didn't make $5,000 unless your CPM is crazy. You know I didn't make $5 off that video. I made 0 actually. I'm not monetized.
And even if he was monetized, you probably wouldn't make $5 off that. So,
Which is 10 times, 20 times more than he's made in any of his other videos by just using my name, okay?
It's actually 0 times what I've made in my other videos because I'm not monetized. I haven't made a single penny from
now,
this.
that's also a problem why this guy, why Nick830 shouldn't have gone off on this guy so much like he did, because he doesn't know anything about him, and he's not even, and now he said all this stuff about him when he's not even monetized. I feel like Nick is gonna see this video and he's gonna just, I'm curious how Nick830 is gonna react when he sees this video, because I'm sure he's gonna see it and find out this whole time that he all this shit. Because I feel like I'm really happy that he made this 30-minute video. I don't think say Nick830 is a liar. I think what's really happened is Nick830's just completely got the wrong end of the stick and he's just jumped to conclusions. That's what's actually happened. I don't like this title very much either. He's not a liar. He just doesn't know much about you and he's just jumped to conclusions too quickly. That's the problem. I hate when people say somebody exposed like that. Every time I see that, debunked it. All so stupid in me. I'm glad to see you debunking this. I mean, I'm debunking this, but I'm also like, I think there are pros on his side, and I think there's pros on Nick830's side. I think they've both done good things and bad things. I think there's some good and bad things on his side that he's done. There's also some bad and good things that Nick830's done. Like Nick830's, I think, taking this a little bit too far, like calling him, you know, like a scumbag so many times, and being outbursting about this like this, and saying how this guy made so much money off his videos, when find out when in this video he reveals he's not even monetized. That's why you shouldn't go off on someone like this when you don't know much about them. That's kind of a problem. So I feel like there's pros and cons for both sides. Like, he's done some bad and good things on his side of the situation. I think Nick830's done some good and bad things on his side of the situation as well.
So
He's going on about donating $2 and then $4 and then $2, and I appreciate that. Don't get it.
well, you don't seem like you appreciate it, mate, because you're going $2, $4, $2. You don't really.
No, he's saying it in that way because he's just pissed off at the situation. He does appreciate his donations. The reason he's saying it like that is because he's just fed up about this situation. That's why he's saying it like that. He's not saying those donations in those weird numbers because he doesn't value those numbers of donations. He's just saying it because he's fed up with the situation. That's why you can see in the tone of voice. He's speaking in a weird voice this whole time. Because he's just fed up.
Like, you don't seem like you appreciate it. You seem like you just you sound like it was just too much of a small amount, and that's why you was rude. And then you're
no, that's not what oh my god, that's not what it is, mate. That's a stretch. It's not, but he's not saying it like in those weird ways because £2 and stuff like that isn't that much. He's saying it in those ways because he's just fed up at the situation. Like, he's saying, like, you know, he's listing over donation, and he's saying it in a weird way because he's fed up about the situation. He's not saying it in those weird ways because he doesn't value those donations because he thinks those are quite low amounts. That's not why he's saying it in those weird ways.
Actually appreciate it. I don't know.
He does appreciate his donations.
So confusing.
Twisted, okay? But just because you donate to someone does not mean you get to treat them like crap. Does not mean you.
I didn't treat you like crap get up the donations on stream. I've been nothing but nice to you in the donations, so I don't know what you're on about.
To be passive aggressive in your.
I wasn't passive aggressive, man. And that's surprising because when you tell someone you'll do something for them and then they pay more to tell you what you want them to say and then you just ignore it, most people would get annoyed, but I kept my cool and I just kept donating nicely and being nice to you. So I don't know what you're on about.
Donation does not mean I owe you anything or any stream.
Right, streamers don't owe anyone anything. If they donate, that's their choice, right? But when you say to a viewer who could be a child, I will do this for you, and the only way for you to tell them what challenge you want them to tell you is through donating, then you kind of owe them that. You've told them, you know, donate more money and I'll tell you what challenge, and then you just flat out ignore it and give them a lecture. So you do kind of owe something when you make those arrangements.
Or owes you anything. You don't have to be a douchebag, bro. And I'm gonna say that, and I shouldn't be saying that because that's not family friendly, but that's what that guy is, okay?
You don't know anything about who I am, what I do, or anything.
That's the problem with him saying all this stuff and going this far about this situation, because he doesn't know anything about this guy. That's the problem. And that's why I feel like you shouldn't jump to conclusions by saying, because he's saying all these things about how this guy's making so much money from the video, and how and calling this guy a scumbag so many times, and you shouldn't be doing that when you don't know much about a specific person. You should be doing a bit more like research on that guy before you say all these claims about them, right? That's one of the things I won't agree with. I think Nick has taken this situation way too far, and the way he shouldn't be speaking like this towards this guy because he doesn't know much about him, right? You know, that, you know, I think, did I say this at the beginning of the video? I said, maybe when I watch this video, this guy will change my mind on the perspective, and I would say he has. I would say I've heard this guy out, and I think he's brought up a lot of decent points, and I'd lean more maybe towards, I'm not sure if I'm necessarily more on this guy's side now. I kind of feel like it's more just 50-50. I feel like there's pros and cons of both people's side from it. Maybe leaning a bit more towards his side a little bit now, because I think he's explained it pretty well. I think Nick just needs to, the problem with Nick is he's not a liar. Okay, he's not a liar. He just jumped to conclusions so quickly, and he hasn't really understood much. He doesn't know much about you, and he's just thought about it. He hasn't really thought about it much. He's not done much research on you. He doesn't know much about you. And he just jumped to conclusions really quickly. He just assumed you're one of those money-hungry people who are just trying to get views. Right? I do agree. Maybe you did these videos for the sake of, you know, you wanted to spread awareness, but you also, I think, you did slightly do it because you wanted to get views, because you did a clickbaity title and thumbnail, and I think there's no denying that.
Just coming up with a bunch of lies.
This is just a proof chat that shows that I don't show biasly towards a different side. I'm saying there's pros and there's good and bad things from both sides. I'm giving my completely unbiased opinions, and I'm just basing it off facts.
About my character and who I am to your audience, so they don't agree with the video and they go leave dislikes and whatever.
It's the same thing as going up to someone and giving a homeless person $5 and then saying, dance for me.
It's not like that, bro, because you've got a Ferrari. You're not a homeless person. I don't know what you're on about.
I don't know why he's using that analogy. That's a really weird analogy to use.
You're not homeless. I don't know why you're making that weird comparison that, like, donating to you is like giving money to a homeless person. The difference is giving money to a homeless person is an act of kindness. You do it because you want to help them out. You want to help them get off their feet and get a house and, you know, sort their life out. Donating to you is because they're just fans of you, and me donating more and more money was because you told me you would do something. I asked you politely and you said, yeah, I'll do it. So I donated more to tell you what I wanted you to do, and you just didn't do it, and then you just lied about it.
Like, what kind of mentality is that, bro? They don't owe you anything. If you want to donate out of the goodness of your heart, then you do that.
Brother, you're not a charity. What are you on about? Right? I get what you're saying. Streamers don't owe anything, right? But when you say you'll do something, you should do it, because you're basically asking for more money so they can tell you what they want you to do.
But did he actually say that though? Because I swear I watched the video and I said, and I remember the part where he showed the video where he said, "Yeah, tell me the challenge and I'll tell me the challenge and I'll give it a challenge." But he didn't say that. He didn't say that. But after he donated the first time, asking for the challenge, Nick was like, "Yeah, just give me a challenge and I'll sure to say it for you, bro." I don't think he said donate to me again and I'll say a challenge. He just said tell me again, so he didn't have to say it through a donation though, did he?
You're just not doing it. That is kind of just scamming. Making the comparison between
it's
you
not
and
scammy because he didn't say to donate again. I still just disagree. It's not
a
scammy.
homeless person is wild.
He didn't scam you.
We don't owe you anything, and I'm not. And I'll stand on business and say the exact same thing I said, bro. I'm not coming up with your video ideas.
I feel like this video is just wrapped like like the stuff he's talking about now. I feel like we were talking about 10 minutes ago, but I feel like this video has just cycled too much and gone back and forth over the same stuff. This video hasn't evolved and gone through loads of different things. I feel like he's just rambling on and saying the same thing so much. Like this. Yeah.
I didn't ask you to come up with a video idea, and you know that. In my first donation, you said, yeah, no, I'll give you a chance.
Because he has members only chat on donating $2 was more convenient than $5 of membership, I think. I was just gonna say though, like, there's no denying and saying the fact though, chat, right, that this guy, like, he's saying Nico30 scammed him because he had to save multiple times with donations or something like that for the challenge, and he just didn't do it, so he scammed him out of money. But he didn't have the second after the first time donation. He said, Nick said, "Oh, just give me a challenge, and I'll, you know, I'll be sure to say it for you, bro." Like, he didn't say donate to me again and say the challenge. He just said say it again, so he could have said it in the chat and not had to donate it. Right? Yes, obviously it would have been harder for him to see it, and that's why he donated. But he didn't have to say it for another donation. He chose to do multiple donations. He didn't have to do that, so that doesn't count as Nick30 scamming you out of money. And yeah, he should have just responded to you the first time. And even if he didn't respond to it at all and said to you first, he responded to you the first time, and then ignored you the second time and just changed his mind on responding to you, he can still do that if he wants to do that. It's kind of a scummy thing to do that, and it's kind of rude to do that. But he could technically do that. But obviously, you know, he doesn't. I feel like I've literally just rabbited about this so much. I feel like we've
Challenge as long as you tell me what challenge you want me to give you. And I gave you 2 challenges to give me, and you just didn't say them, and you just ignored the donation. So I don't know what you're on about there.
If Cypher or someone or anyone else wants to ask for a challenge, you're dang right, because he's my friend, bro, and we've collaborated many times before. I don't know this guy. I don't owe him anything. Like, you could go on and say, "Oh, I was a fan of him, and ever since this happened," like, go on, bro, you're not a fan. Probably never even watch my streams, because you know that I don't do that kind of stuff.
You do that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been inside the YouTube video of him asking you for a challenge. And I get you two might be friends, so it does make a big difference between what you do for a friend and what you.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's another reason. But I guess, yeah, the reason he just was straight up with Cypher, just gave him the challenge off the bat instead, and he didn't do it for this guy because he's friends with Cypher. I still think that's, you know, treating people differently because of that is a bit weird, but I can understand it, I guess.
Do for if you were donating. And I was a fan of Nick30. I've known him since the OG Fortnite days. He was the Edit King, and then he got killed by Ninja, and I remember them playing together. And you know, I was like 12, 13 back then, so obviously I'd be a fan of a guy like Nick30. So he's just making assumptions at this point with no evidence or backing, just to try and make my character seem worse.
Probably never even watch my streams, because you know that I don't do that kind of stuff. It's not rocket science. Holy crap. And then he's just gonna take little bits and pieces out of context.
I haven't taken anything out of context. I showed it in a chronological order of what.
This is why you shouldn't go off at someone like this so much, Nick, when you don't know them. This is the problem. I feel like I agree with this guy a lot more than I did before watching this video. I still don't agree with the fact that he calls Nick30 a liar and calls him a scammer. I don't think he's not that. And the reason why Nick30 responded right like this and so hostile isn't because he's trying to turn his audience against you and he's lying. He just doesn't, like, you see what he's saying? He thinks you're making the reason why he thinks you're so money hungry is because you're getting thousands of views off clickbaiting, and he thinks you're monetized. He doesn't know you're not monetized. He doesn't know much about you. The reason why he went off on this like you is because he doesn't know you that well. He just assumed you're just a money hungry creator who's just trying to go after a big creator to get money. But he doesn't know much about you. Obviously, he doesn't know he doesn't know he probably will know you're monetized now because he's probably going to see this video. But he doesn't know you're not monetized and all these things. He doesn't know all this stuff about you. When he sees this video, he's probably I think he will completely change how he acts, and he'll probably apologise and everything like that when he sees this video. He just jumped to conclusions so quickly. He's not trying to weaponize his audience and turn them against you. He just doesn't know you that well, and he jumped to conclusions too quickly.
Stream in the description or in the comments if someone would like to go through it and see what actually happened, because I just literally summed up the stream. I'm not going to show a whole 30-minute stream. I showed it how it happened, cut out all the blank stuff where nothing was said about my donation or anything, and I just told the story of what happened. I didn't nitpick. I didn't do anything like that. So you're just lying.
Text and go make another video and try to get another $5,000, $10,000.
$10,000 off of 100k views. That is.
I feel like Nick doesn't understand how much people will really make from YouTube. People do not make that much. Like, saying how this guy would make almost $5,000 or more dollars, or around just $5,000 from that video he made with 100k views. People don't make that. That doesn't make 5,000 views. I feel like he doesn't understand how much money videos. Like, that's not gonna. You don't make that much money from that amount of views. I feel like he thinks you make a lot more money from views than you actually do, because that's just not realistic. He's not going to make $5,000 from a 100k view video.
crazy, man. You're just trying to make me seem really bad to your viewers so they don't side with me.
He's not trying to make you seem really bad. He's just got you. He's trying to make you seem bad because he's got you all wrong, right? He's not understood anything about you. He's not. He just assumed you're one of those people because there are people out there who just money hungry and just want to get views by going after creators. He's just assumed you're one of those people because he doesn't know your backstory and he doesn't know that you're not monetizing all these things. So he's assuming you're one of those people and he hasn't done any research or any background stuff on you to see who you really are. He hasn't done any of that, so he just assumes you're one of those people. That's why he just got you all wrong. That's the problem. Once he sees this video, he'll probably apologise. I assume he probably will, to be honest. He probably will see this video and he'll completely think he's wrong and apologise about it. That's probably what's going to happen.
And I don't think anyone should pick sides here. I think we should just look at it from a different point of view and be like, if you are a viewer of Nick-A30 stream, you should go, do I actually want to support someone who does stuff like this? Am I wasting my money donating to him because he clearly doesn't care? So
And go on about this $2 donation and this $3 like, oh my god.
you clearly don't seem grateful for the money you get. I think
He is grateful for the money you get. He's just annoyed. He's saying it in that weird way because you can tell how riled up he is right now. He's so fed up and pissed off that he's saying. That's why he's saying donations. He's saying it in such a weird way. He's not. He does value donations. He does.
any donation a streamer gets, they should be thankful for. And when I have watched people like Cypher and other streamers get donations, they are thankful. I think it goes without saying that if someone sends you money out of the kindness of their heart, you should be thankful. But you seem to think that's a minuscule amount, and it doesn't matter.
He doesn't think that. He doesn't think that. He's saying it like that because you donate to him so many times, and you've annoyed him because he's interpreted it wrong. That's why he's saying it in that. That's why he's saying it in that way, chat, isn't it? Though he is appreciative of donations. He's just, you understand, he's so riled up and fed up right now. And honestly, I think he was just having a bad day today. That's why he interpreted it all completely wrong.
Because it's only $2 or $3, but it added up to like $15. That's like 3 YouTube memberships.
God, if only people knew, bro. It's like people are just...
And especially you've got a child audience, so $15, $5 here and there, that's a lot of money to a kid. And I think 90% of your audience is children.
just blinded by hate. They're just blinded by hate.
I'm not blinded by hate, man. I'm living a good life. Yeah. You seem to be the one who's putting on like a mask every time you stream and pretending to be someone you're not.
Okay, I don't go that far. I think he's making it a bit too deep there. Nick-A30 is not pretending to be this family-friendly guy and secretly he's like this, and then this side of him starting to leak out. That's not what this is. He's just annoyed at you because of a situation that just blew out of proportion and is a massive misunderstanding, and he's got you completely wrong, and it's just blown out of proportion completely. And yeah, he just got you really wrong, and he's not understood your side of it properly, and because that he's just blown this out of proportion. That's what that really is.
This whole family-friendly act, positivity act, it's kind of crumbling when someone calls you out on your BS. I'm just saying.
His family-friendly act is not crumbling. It's not even an act. He is family-friendly and he is like a nice person like this. He just got annoyed at a situation because it escalated, got out of control, and he's completely interpreted the situation wrong and got you wrong and doesn't understand you that well and has gone off on you and not actually understanding your perspective. That's the problem. He's not crumbling his family-friendly act. It's not an act.
Crazy me. It's crazy to me. It's actually crazy. The hate bandwagons.
It's not a hate bandwagon. I literally just stated my story of what happened, and you are seeing it as hate, but no one's hating on you. No one's going to your streams and talking bad about you or anything like that, which is good. People are just making their own judgments on you, and if they don't like what they saw, then they're just not going to watch you or donate to you because...
Nick has his moments. Yeah, he probably just had, like I said so many times in the video chat, he probably just having a bad day. When you go for stuff Nick goes through, I feel like he goes through a lot compared to most streamers. A lot of stress. Most streamers that they'll stream, they have an editor who makes their own videos, and they don't go for anywhere near the amount of detail in videos that I feel like he does. He has these. He plays Fortnite. He goes through all these things, community things he does with his fans, where he has customs, all these things. He also streams like hours and hours, like almost 10 hours every day. Edits his own videos. Like he has so much going on. So you're bound to have some bad days sometimes. He probably just had a bad day and interpreted that wrong. That's probably why he didn't respond to the messages properly, and that's why he had to. I'm not trying to say that's an excuse for what he did. By the way, I want to clarify that. I'm not trying to say that's an excuse for what he did. I'm just saying it's why he acted like that. And this guy's is saying he's part of something bigger, and he acts like this all the time. He doesn't. He just probably had a bad day. He has some bad days sometimes. He's He just, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know if anyone's getting this from, or it's just me, but he does seem off anyway in these videos anyway. I feel like he's just having a bad day, man. And you know, with the stuff Nick A30 has to do constantly on a daily basis, I wouldn't be surprised if he's having a bad day. You know. I feel bad for Nick, but I also feel bad for this guy because I feel like this guy, you know, is being got completely wrong. Like I feel like, you know, he gets way much hate. He gets a lot of hate. He doesn't deserve a lot of hate. And he doesn't deserve hate for this either. It's just misunderstanding, right? But you can, chat. Can we all agree there are both sides have done some good and positive on this situation. Both sides. I feel like it's not just, you know, Nick's done bad stuff and he's done good stuff, or he's done bad stuff and Nick's done good stuff. I think it's both. There's good and bad things on both sides of this. For both, you know, I don't want to say it as sides, but you know, both people have done good and bad things from both perspectives. Let's just say that. I think that's a valid thing to say, right?
Who would want to get treated like that?
And like that day, I was really tired. Rough day.
See. I told you he was probably like he just interpreted this all completely wrong and acted so weird because he was just having a bad day and he was tired. When you're tired, you're not like, your brain isn't thinking properly when you're tired, and your brain doesn't use much effort, and you're not really aware as much when you're tired. I just called it. I told you he was probably having a bad day or he was tired. That's pretty much the same thing. Like he was like you know with everything when you're tired, right? You're not really thinking properly. Your brain's not using all of its power. You're not really aware that much of what you're doing around you and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, even still though, like I feel like I was pretty dang respectful at the beginning of that guy. And you know, if you wanna ask for a challenge idea, dude, put some effort into it. Like, Nick, I'm doing a challenge idea, a challenge video on this, but every time I mess up, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups. I'll be like, oh wow, that's an interesting idea.
I gave you 2 ideas and I literally wrote out a really nice message hoping you had a good Christmas, and I'm a big fan, and you know, I'm doing a challenge video where I do streamers challenges they give me, so stop waffling is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I'm gonna help that, you know? I wanna see that content. That seems interesting. But bro, coming at me like, hey Nick, I'm doing a Fortnite challenge video, give me a challenge.
Again, I think he's got us completely wrong. He thinks that this guy's being really aggressive and hostile in the way he's saying his donations. He wasn't. Nick's just got it completely wrong. And again, like you said, he was just tired, so he probably just misinterpreted it wrong.
That's the most
I didn't say
and even now on this day here, where he's probably a little bit, he's not as tired, he's probably just still interpreting wrong because he interpreted it wrong on that day. He's just taken that attitude through to the next day, and now he just thinks that he interpreted it properly then, but he didn't. He just got it completely wrong. Because he got it wrong then when he's tired initially, right? He's now just got that mindset of that he thinks that the guy is like that now, when he doesn't know context about it properly. He doesn't understand this guy. He's actually not monetized and stuff like that. And I don't think this guy necessarily did it just for the views. I think he did do it just to highlight the situation, but I also think he did slightly do it to boost his monetization a little bit because, you know, the thumbnail and the title were quite scammy, or maybe. I don't know, maybe he just is generally does think he's a scammer. Maybe that's why he puts, because he did say in the video that he thinks he's a scammer. Maybe that's why he put it in the thumbnail title, because he generally just thinks it. But I think this guy, and if that is the case, he didn't do it for views at all. He generally did it because he thinks he's a scammer. Then he needs to understand that he's not a scammer, because that's not scamming what he did.
And he can show the donation on stream if he wants. It was very polite, and then that's why I donated a second donation saying I want you to give me these challenges, and he just ignored it. So.
Generic, basic, boring video idea I've ever heard in my life. Everyone's done it 20 times every single year. Like, come up with something original. Stop relying on someone who has a big name to come up with your content ideas and brainstorming.
I wasn't asking you for ideas. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I was asking you to give me a challenge, and you know that because that's what you said for me to do. So
yourself. Like, plain and simple. I'm so over that because I've seen people ask, you know, so many different challenge ideas throughout all my years, and no one puts any effort into it, bro. They just want to get a free Nick A30 gave me a challenge, or blank stream.
Right, John on stream, I get both sides, but I think Nick should understand what this guy is saying and answer his point better. I understand Nick what Nick sees though. Yeah, you see what I mean though, like from Nick's perspective, right? Because even from my perspective, I didn't know this guy wasn't monetized before I saw his video. From Nick's perspective, he doesn't know much, but he hasn't done a background check on this guy, so he think from his perspective, this guy has just made a clickbaity. From his perspective, what he's seeing is this guy's made a clickbait title and thumbnail and it's got lots of views, and he thinks this guy's monetized is making revenue off that video. So from his perspective, he thinks he's just making a video to get views and he's money hungry, right? But he doesn't know the context, right? This guy's actually not monetized. He actually was saying things in a nice way, but Nick thought he was coming across as saying this stuff in a mean way, because at the time, like he said, on that day where he got those donations, he was tired. And when you're tired, you're not thinking it properly, are you? You're not thinking about things properly. You're not as aware. And I know that I've had times where I'm tired. I'm just not thinking properly. I'm not fully aware of anything going on around me. I'm not treating everything in the way I would normally if I was, fully conscious and my brain's working 100%. And he's on that day, because he interpreted it as that guy being hostile on the day when he was tired. He's just taken that mindset to the next day and thought that's just how he was, but he wasn't. Okay, and he's completely interpreted it wrong and doesn't know the guy is actually someone who's not monetized and is actually, not doing it for the reasons that he thinks he is. But he thinks that because he doesn't realize, he doesn't know the background, he doesn't know much about this guy's perspective wasn't explained as much in his previous video, whereas this video he goes into a lot more detail about it. So I think when Nick sees this video, he's probably going to apologise and realise all the things he said were complete out of order, and also he just got the wrong end of the stick. That's what the thing is. But I do think this guy clickbaited a little bit in his title and thumbnail by saying Nick30 is a liar. He's not a liar. He's not trying to turn his audience against you. He's doing that in a way, but the reason why he's doing that is because he thinks you're a scammer. Not a scammer, sorry. He thinks you're someone who's money hungry, who's trying to go after you for views. He doesn't realise that you're not. This guy's not monetized and all this stuff. He hasn't done a background check. He doesn't know this guy very well. And he's just got the wrong end of the stick and just gone off with that.
Streamer with X viewers gave me a challenge, and it's like, dude, come up with better ideas. Like.
The reason you didn't give me the challenge after telling me you would is because you thought it was a bad idea. So you just let me donate more and more and then decided just to not give it to me. You're making no sense. You're just being really ungrateful.
I don't owe you I don't owe you anything. I built up my channel from scratch. I didn't use anyone else's name. Stop trying to use my name. That's just how that's how I look at it. Like, I feel like you have to work hard in life if you want to accomplish something.
You don't know who I am.
Take a guess, Nitron. Just take a wild guess, mate.
I do work hard in my life. I do a lot of video editing for people, and you're just kind of talking nonsense at this point because you don't know who I am as a person. You're just making assumptions because you don't like me and you don't want your viewers to resonate with my video.
And like,
at this point because you don't know who I am as a person. You're just making assumptions because you don't like me. And you
he's making assumptions about you because he completely misinterpreted the way that he basically completely misinterpreted your perspective of it. He just thinks you're some money hungry person who wants to get views. He completely just got you wrong, and that's why he's saying these things about you.
Viewers to resonate with my video.
And like,
he's not trying to turn his viewers against you. The reason he's saying these things and trying to say these bad things about you to his viewers is because he thinks you are that type of person. He doesn't realise who you really are. He doesn't understand the context and the perspective, your perspective of it fully.
Stop looking for handouts. That's it.
It's not looking for handouts though. It's literally, I had a video idea, big streamers give me challenges, and you agreed to do it, and you didn't, and then you ignored my donations, and then acted like about it. So
who then? Someone beginning with N.
Out to be a villain, bro.
I'm not making you out to be a villain. I literally said at the end, your perspective matters, and it could just be some big misunderstanding, but
I think it is. He's just misunderstood you. I'm really hoping Nick sees this and they get this resolved, because this is something they could easily resolve. He got the wrong end of the stick and got the wrong perspective from this guy and completely got this guy wrong and thought this guy is someone who he isn't. Okay, and he got it wrong on the day. He was just tired and stuff like that as well. And this guy's got a few points that I don't think he fully said properly, and I think there's a few issues I have with some of the stuff that this guy said as well. So, generally, this is just a situation they could both just talk this out, and this could be resolved so easily, and I just hope it is, because this is something that could easily just be resolved.
It just felt really
And I hope
weird,
it does. I really hope this does.
Just leave a comment and I'll pin it so people can actually make their own judgments. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I know it was a long one, but I didn't want to edit anything out. I wanted to respond to everything he said, so he can't say I'm doing things like nitpicking or only picking certain parts of the clips, because I've responded to everything he said now, and he did repeat himself quite a lot. I just felt like his reply was really out of anger and emotion, and he didn't actually go over anything I said. He just tried making me out to be someone I'm not, so his viewers viewers don't think any different.
He didn't. He made you out to be that because he just got you wrong. He got your perspective wrong. And I think once he understands your perspective from it a lot more, he'll understand it. And I feel like it'd be a lot, you know, he just got you wrong. Let's say. I'm not gonna say it again. I've already said my point over like 10 times now. I don't want to like go over myself like 15 times. So I feel like I'm going over so many times. I'm starting to lose my mind now.
Different of him. Anyway, I'll see you
I'm
in the next
slowly
video.
descending into madness. Yeah, it's a good video. If you want to go check his video out, chat, I put a link to his video. If you saw up in the chat, I put a link to his video in the chat. If you want to go check his video out and just watch it fully yourself.
Nick was just yapping at that point, so I tried to only add the good stuff. It was actually an hour and 30-minute recording. I was like, oh my god, I can't leave it at that. Yeah, he basically said he forgot. As I said, Catalyst, I've done that in streaming myself. I've read a comment, thought I actually responded, actually talked to comment. Say, Supreme says, let's play Fortnite. And in my head, I'll go, actually, I can't play Fortnite today because my computer's a bit trash and I'm waiting for the new computer. But I didn't say that. It said it in my head and carried on. And then someone said, oh, did you respond to that message? And I'm like, bro, I responded to it. And then I did it. I got in the stream. I went, that's it. I say it now. I didn't. I was like, oh my god. I so thought I said it. I was 100% convinced I said it. I looked back and was like, oh my god, sorry man. I actually thought I said it. Okay, never mind it. Let me say it now. So it's easy to do, to be fair. In a 5-hour stream, your brain might switch off once. But yeah, that's what I feel like he did. But yeah, in Nick's response, he just doubled down and just got his teeth stuck in there. And Mortal, you watched it. Okay, you watched the video. Did you watch the second video?
Yeah.
Did you watch the second video? Okay. Also, can we make sure that you could actually hear Mortal? I don't want to Clark Clint.
Oh my god, I remember. Does anyone watch the stream where Clark was on the stream when he couldn't hear him for like 10 minutes?
Yeah. Jay, what are your New Year's resolutions?
I remember that. Was anyone there, chat? Did anyone actually? Did anyone actually like?
I actually.
Bro.
Tweeted some out.
Was anyone there during the Clark stream, chat? Like where you could like he was like, because I just kept saying it for ages. Like Clark was like so quiet.
25 goals.
And
not really a New Year's resolution, but goals. 100,000 subscribers. I think that's quite a push.
You missed one on there.
£2,000 a month.
Spend more time with Mortal Snow.
If Nick A30.
What did he say?
Hopefully, if Nick A30. It's right. I'm making 10 grand this month anyway. So at the moment, my RPM is on the floor. It's like £1.10 every 1,000 views. I'm not making that unless I get 10 million views. Improve the I run a cleaning business, so hopefully more clients would be nice. More YouTube collabs. Get better at Hangle, which is.
Nitro, are you still in chat? How come he has a cleaning business but he fucking
and that would
stinks?
be nice as well. And see some more friends this year as well. That's kind of what I want to do this year. So that'd be cool.
Whoa!
That's kind of what I want to do this year. I'm trying to get the PC in a few months. It's a 4070 Ti. I think actually. I think we might be getting the same computer, same setup there. I think mine's 40. It's a 40 series. I actually now can't remember. It's 4070, 4080, 40. I don't think it's
chat, but I don't want to say it.
It's not a 40. I definitely didn't go for 4090. Yeah, bro, you said 10k from 10k, 100. Well, you're already a pretty big YouTuber. I mean, in relation, I would like to meet up someday, Jay. Nah, I can't meet up with Peter like subscriber. That's a bit weird, Anthony. No, I'm buying it from. I'm buying my last computer I bought from. What's it called? Skit? No, wait, no, that's not right. Something to give with an S. But I mean, I bought from them before this computer, and it's been here 8 years. It's finally starting to give up, obviously.
That's lasted a long time, but at least it lasted. My old computer made could last 2 fucking years before it fucked up.
Doing thumbnails.
This computer's gone like 8 years. I had that previous computer chat before this one. Like all of you do look at chat right now. It's lasted like
Bro, I can't keep saying, but bro, I never watched a full 50-minute video. You know what? Sorry, Supreme. I think I said that in my head, actually. But yeah, thanks for watching the full 50-minute video. That's crazy, man. See, it's easy to do. It's easy to do. It's easy to read things in your head and not actually respond. My bad. Jay wants to meet up with me and have to... No. See, the joke with Ansi is I actually know him. Ansi I've known for 20 years, okay?
50 years. You're like, how old do you know? How old's Jay? Like...
Jay, Arch, comment on your first.
Jay, boot up your PC and we try and play.
Collab with him. It's kind of funny because I was actually already subscribed to him before the first video. I was looking through his videos and I was like, well, I must have watched something and thought, oh, this is interesting. But I was actually already subscribed to him, so I don't know how that came about. But maybe it was his live stream sometimes ago. But he hasn't streamed like a year, so I don't know. Maybe it was a random one of his other videos. But I did. Usually you have the red line, don't you? Oh, okay, I watched that video. But... Alright, Jay, let's go Fortnite time. What do you mean Fortnite time? You know I'm not on Fortnite. I mean, I could probably open that up, but we're not playing a game. You can buy a PC inside. This is how I bought this one. I know people might say, oh, you got to build one, but mate, this one's been fine, and it was a pre-built, or it was built from selecting things, and then they build it, and it was fine before. It will probably be fine again. I haven't had a bad experience yet. It's done me well. It's 8 years old. It's daily use, daily renders, hours of playing Fortnite, hours of playing Fight Simulator back in the early days when it was actually alright. Probably won't run it now, but it's been fine. It's been fine. Hey, would you like some? Run some? Let me.
I'm putting a gun
Jay,
out.
would you like to run some Among Us customs or something? That actually would be quite low on the old CPU. Might do that. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying this chat at the moment.
When is PC just?
That's an idea.
What would happen if he booted Fortnite?
Or maybe we have to something and make a bid. Yeah, that's what we're kind of doing at the moment. Anyway, that's what most of the content is. I don't know if anyone's uploaded. It's kind of a bad time, you know. People are kind of off YouTube at the moment.
Among Us customs would be so
I mean, it doesn't
cool.
really have to be Fortnite, I guess.
Among Us customs.
I did a TikTok.
Jay
Jay
built up Among
I
Us. His
tested
PC
on TikTok.
would blow
I
up.
uploaded it to my Fortnite shorts, my YouTube shorts. But I don't know if anyone's English here, so I don't suppose you know.
I'm not playing Roblox, chat. I'm not playing Roblox.
The boxer. Actually, no, because you know KSI, you might know the boxer, but an incident between. I say incident between. Oh my God, what's the names? Tommy Fury and Molly May.
Blasé can you be? Blasé can you?
Can I be quiet, please? It's got 3 lives, so it hasn't done pretty well. If I make anything, but there's a whole thing with another girl and this and that and the other. So I do. Actually, one of my most successful TikToks are me talking about a Nottingham Forest player who was signed and he was on 40 grand a week.
Excuse me,
Alright,
I'm afraid to go now.
And I kind of
Play Roblox, not that. I'm not playing
um,
Roblox, chat.
what did
I'm
I
not
say?
playing Roblox.
He was like,
It's not happening.
you know, he signed a contract. He's on 40 grand a week. He's not playing, and he wants to stay at the club. And I didn't find an issue with it. It was like, you know, clubs will try and kick people out when they're like, what did I say? Hold on a minute. Can you be?
Alright, chat. Appreciate watching the stream. I'm gonna go now. Appreciate watching the stream.
Okay,
Please
bro,
like,
shit.
share,
Oh my
and subscribe.
God,
And I'll catch you all in the next one.
TikTok is so bad at
Peace.
auto playing. It's so annoying. I also,
Blasé, can
oh
you
my
be?
God, stop.